What's up everyone? Welcome back or welcome to another weekly dose of video. If you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to join our community. My name is Aldo, I'm a powerlifter and day trader, and today we're going to discuss what I learned from earning 90,000 euros this month. Oh, and yeah, that's my unmade bed. So you are saying you earn this much, but you don't make your bed first thing in the morning? Something doesn't add up. We're going to talk about that later. For reference, all of these earnings are the sum of the realized profits I made across all of my trading accounts. This is my first month making this much. Just about 4 months ago, I was on the verge of quitting. And lastly, I don't intend to brag about any of the numbers and stuff we're going to talk about. Instead, the purpose of this video is to showcase the raw truth of this path. If you're curious to know more about my work, I would strongly advise you to watch and follow the Project 6F series, where I'm attempting to turn 10k into 100k by the end of this year. One of the best trading series you will ever find. You can find the first episode in the upper right corner or down below in the description. For those of you who are curious, interested to know how I got here, well, subscribe so you know when I will release that video. As always, if you learn something from this video, please share it so we can help impact as much people as possible together. Alright, let's get started. The first thing I wanted to talk about is what advice I didn't follow but still got here. I often hear a lot of gurus give crazy, random advice, and today we're gonna discuss why and what advices aren't gonna get you where you want. First, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, that's my unmade bed. I often hear the advice you should make your bed first thing in the morning because that somehow will train your discipline. While that can be true, discipline is a domain-based skill like confidence, so it can help you giving you a bit of confidence. But if you want to become more disciplined, let's say in trading or in business, you should train discipline in business or in trading. It doesn't make sense to train discipline making your bed first thing in the morning or waking up at 5 a.m., another thing I've never done, taking cold showers. While these things can give you a little bit of confidence, a little bit of discipline to start with, to work with, they are not going to directly impact your results. Another very important thing I don't do is read 10 books a week or a month. While I still read sometimes, but that's more like a bonus. Whenever I have work to do, whenever I'm in a grind season, I tend to not read at all. And that's mainly because it's not my priority. In that case, could also be just a waste of time or procrastination. I don't meditate. I actually tried meditation 2-3 years ago for 6 months. Meditation is more like a very big thing in trading, and that's mainly because you experience your own emotions on a daily basis. So it's more prescribed as a magic pill that will make you disappear your emotion or make you instantly calm. What a meditation does is just make you more aware when you are experiencing your own emotion. If you are meditating to make more money, well, let me tell you, you're just wasting your time. Lastly, that's a very, very big one. I didn't set or write the goal of making this much this month. So what does this mean? Well, if your focus is on the right thing, you are still gonna get there, no matter if you set a goal. Writing your goals is still very important to know your overall direction, but it's more like knowing or planning what you're going to do for your birthday, what you're going to eat. You definitely know what you don't want to do. So writing and setting goals is just like that. You don't really have to think much about it to know where you are going. Writing goals can still be very motivating, both when you see let's say, this month I want to make 100,000 euros. It can be very motivating seeing the goal written down, and can also be very fulfilling when you check that box at the end of the month or at the end of the year. It can definitely give you a lot of positive emotions, but again, it's not as important as putting in the reps, putting in the actions. And this month, I didn't set the goal of making this much and still got it. Goals are still somewhat important, but actions, execution is way above. So, Aldo, should I write my goals? My answer would be yes, but I don't think you should spend a lot of time thinking, setting, writing them. So give yourself a little window to think about your goals, writing them down, and then that's it. From then, you're going to focus on the actions, on the execution, on putting in the reps. Another very important point is about failures and mistakes. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, just about 4 months ago, I was about to quit. And that's mainly because that's when I lost 90% of my capital. But most importantly, that's when I lost my strategy, my edge. Whatever I was doing didn't work anymore. Of course, it didn't happen overnight, but as I was losing, I looked back and realized what I was doing, the stuff I was executing, didn't work anymore. And now I didn't only get everything back, but a lot more than that, actually. I realized, looking back at all of my failures, mistakes that happened throughout all of my career, I realized that they are more like a selection process. They are definitely inevitable. Nobody gets something right at the first try. I never heard of someone really successful, extremely successful, that never failed. That should make you think a little bit. Losers are going to stop and quit there, and winners will keep going until they get whatever they want. And here I want to give you all two very nice quotes from my mentors. The first one: for there to be winners, there has to be losers. Everything in life has a balance. If you think about it, for example, happiness, you wouldn't really know what's happiness if you were happy all of the time. So when you are sad and you know how it feels, you now know the difference. The same goes for good and bad, and you can apply this to pretty much everything. The same goes for winners and losers. This quote is from Andrew Tate, which then follow the next one from Alex Hormozi: if you're a winner, you're going to win. When I first heard this quote, I didn't really get it. But then, now that I'm actually going through big stuff, I now realize that winners are going to win by default. Doesn't matter anything else. If you behave like a winner, if you don't let failures and mistakes stop you, if you analyze yourself on a daily basis and take responsibilities when you fuck up and give yourself credit when you deserve it, you are going to win. It's up here. So what I realized from all of this is that the ultimate hack is to never quit. As long as you're using failures and mistakes as trial and error. If you repeat the same mistakes, fail for the same thing you failed the first time, all of these things mean that you are not learning. So at this point, you probably don't want it bad as you say you want it. And I think you should quit. If you remove what doesn't work and keep testing, keep refining, well, keep going, because you're gonna get there. Another very important point is about money. Of course, I mean, it's the main topic. First of all, I realized that you don't have to be a genius. while that may sound obvious to some, when I first heard about people who were making 100,000 a month or even 1 million a month, 10 million a year, these very big numbers, I thought they might have something crazy going on, either on themselves, like something on their mind, or some crazy knowledge about business or about anything they are doing. Well, I realized that that's not true at all. What I did was consistent actions, execution, refining a little bit here and there, but mostly consistent effort. So looking back, I realized that it doesn't really take fancy stuff to get here, but definitely a lot of effort. You might be surprised what you can do if you focus on the action for even a short period of time, which can be 3 to 6 months. You can take things very, very far. Money don't change you. I'm earning a little bit of money. I'm realizing that money are enhancing who I really am. They are giving me definitely a bit more confidence, not because of the numbers, but because I got here, especially how I got here. From what I'm experiencing right now, they are just increasing, enhancing who I am, and increasing my possibilities, my experience, leveling up my experiences, and making people around me happier. And that's the next thing we're going to talk about, which is money definitely buy happiness. Not only your happiness, but even the happiness of the people around you. While this statement might trigger someone, they don't buy happiness because you just, I don't know, fill the paper. They buy happiness because they allow you to follow your passions, level up your passions. For example, I'm into powerlifting, so if I need any equipment, any gears for my competitions, of course, I can also compete because I make money. Then I'm also into traveling. If it happens that I want to go somewhere, trading doesn't only allow me to have free time, but also a lot of financial freedom. So I can go wherever I want, almost wherever I want, but we're gonna get there. And that to show that we live in a society, we don't really want to admit it, but we live in a society based on money. You cannot even help other people if you don't have money. I mean, yeah, you can do volunteering, but even doing volunteering requires money to, organize everything. And the other part of this statement, that money also buy happiness of the people around you, and that is, when you have money, you can definitely help other people. And first, I would say your parents. I mean, seeing the smile on the face of your dad, of your mom, hearing them proud of you, does not even have a price. It's one of the best feelings I had as of recent. You could say that because they are seeing you making progress, becoming a little bit successful day by day, they are being a little bit happier. Yeah. And also with money, if you make money, you can help them by taking some of their responsibilities. I mean, they do have a lot of responsibilities for you. They do take care of a lot of things, always for you. So when you are able to help them, that's when you realize that, maybe money does buy happiness. And about your friends, I don't know, they could have something going on, maybe a business. If you have money, you can invest, you can help them grow their business or whatever they have going on. Whenever you guys travel together, whenever you guys go shopping together, go eat together, I mean, it definitely feels different. So money will solve all of your money problems, but what it won't do is solve all of your internal problems. If you're sad, if you're depressed, money won't change any of these internal state. Did money make trading more enjoyable? It actually did. I strongly believe that no one likes doing stuff that they are not good at. Even I could speak even for the gym, seeing me building my physique or my strength, well, it made me like even more going to the gym. And that's mean because I got better. So whenever I go there, I know that if I put in the work, I can become even better than where I'm currently. So what people lack of, I mean, in the beginning stage, is that proof that if they work hard, they will get something in return. As for advanced guys, in pretty much anything in life, when you already got some results, you know how, you know what it takes, so you trust a little bit more the process. So for trading, making more money definitely made me like me a little bit more, actually a lot more. No matter what you're doing, the better you get, the more you will enjoy it. And finally, we get to the last point, which is time. The most important currency we have is time. It's the only thing that it's limited. I'm still very young and I'm very grateful for that. I still reflect on what the future me will think about, and I'm sure that in 10 years I will definitely trade all of the money I will make to get back to this age. So it definitely, making more money definitely gives you a lot of perspective that your time is valuable. So whenever I realized I'm doing something that it's wasting my time, I immediately drop it and get back to focus on the important stuff. And what's really important is very subjective. But I would say for me, I can speak for me, I would say definitely family, friends, work towards my goals. Well, the video ends here. Hope you found some real gems and the things I said will help you make more money or stop wasting more time. If you do see some progress, consider subscribing because that's what you're gonna get in this channel. Until next time, stay strong and keep pushing.